Hi there, I'm Dr. Chris, a professional geoscientist, and in this video I'm going to be doing something different once again, and this has to do with a conversation that I had with a friend of mine just a few days ago. I was telling him about my video content and what I've been doing as of late, and that's been trying to put out 30 videos in 60 days. And then we got talking about politics, and he asked me why I don't talk about politics, and that's a topic that I've sort of been steering clear of, I've been completely steering clear of since I started this journey a little over 3.5 years ago. So I thought I would address politics in this video. Now, the first reason I haven't really talked about politics in any of my videos is, well, because to me, science is science. You can't really put politics in there. You know, numbers aren't political. Well, they're usually not political. Neither are waves through the earth. Those aren't political. Rock types aren't political. So I've had really no reason to talk about politics. Now, when I was at the U of C doing my postdoctoral research, I took a teaching course. It was a great teaching course, don't get me wrong, but in that they started talking about politics, and well, sort of politics. They're like, well, how can you make your content, and content by that I mean what you're teaching in the classroom, how can you make it into something different that is more, and they didn't quite say political, but they were aiming at that. And at the time I thought, you can't do that with certain science. Science is science. There's the wave equation. A wave equation is a wave equation. It doesn't matter what political stripe you're in. Calculus, same thing. So ultimately, there hasn't been any need for me to bring into politics into any of my videos. The second reason is I haven't really been too political through my career. Now, that's not quite true because I worked in a university setting, and I stayed in university for quite a number of years, which means, quite naturally, that my politics was center-left. As grad students or as postdocs, we would focus on the research or focus on the science. And if any politics came up, it was usually left-leaning politics talking about, how, the conservatives this, or, how change is necessary for that. And I was quite fine with that. It didn't bother me at all. But I really wasn't that far left. I was left enough that I wasn't going to go to any protests. I really wasn't going to change the world. However, in the last few years, I've been finding myself more center-right. There's a couple reasons why I've started to tilt center-right. When I've been in industry, I've seen that someone's got to do the work. Someone's got to make the money. Someone's got to put things together that things get done. When I was at a university setting, we were always applying for government grants, and that was like this mythical area where money just sort of flew in from nowhere. We also would go to industry and ask them for money, and sometimes they would give us money if our research was good, and sometimes they wouldn't. But in industry, it became very obvious that money had to be made somehow. I learned quite quickly that I wasn't going to get any handouts. I had to actually start working to make money. I had to putting myself out there. I couldn't just sit back and complain. Not that I was complaining before, but there was no room for complaint. If I wanted to make more money, I had to do something that was going to make me more money. Complaining certainly wasn't going to change that whatsoever. Now, I'm not saying that my previous center-left politics, I was complaining a lot. I wasn't complaining, but I wasn't taking the bull by the horns, where I realized when I started moving to the right, I guess it depends how you're looking at the video screen. To me, that's right. Would that be right when you're looking into when I moved to the right, I realized that I had to start working harder. I wanted to contribute to this world, and to do that, I had to work harder. Someone had to work harder so that things got done. When I was more on the left, I didn't care where the money came from. But now that I've sort of scooched more to the right, I realized that someone's got to step up to make the money so that we've got healthcare, because someone's got to pay the doctors and the nurses and everybody else. We need people to make roads. That means we've got to pay the pavers and everybody who makes roads work. You want your cheap bananas and your cheap mobile phones? You need to transport those bananas. You're going to need someone to transport those phones. And this all takes money. And to me, the more on the right I go, the more money we certainly have to think about making. The third reason why I haven't talked about politics is fear of alienating some of my audience. Because that's pretty much a surefire bet to have my subscriber count maybe halved if I went completely to one side of the political aisle or the other. I still don't have a political bent that is pushing me so far to one to the right or to the left and not so much to the left, but so far to the right that I'm really going to stand up and say much. Other than we need that damn pipeline built. Yeah, we need that pipeline built. That's really going to make me mad if I talk about that pipeline. Yeah, I'll leave that probably for another video. I'll leave it right there though, because this is my first toe dip into the political realm, so I'll gauge to see how it feels when I get the video produced and put out there. So, that's that. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, add me to your LinkedIn, or even better, share my videos through your networks. Till next time, I'm Dr. Chris. Keep rocking.